Hello everyone, Joseph Dunphy here, and this is your weekly Grass10 grazing management update on the dairy edge. The pasture-based figures for the week: the average farm cover is 670 kilos dry matter per hectare. The cover per livestock unit is up to 202 kilos of dry matter per livestock unit. Growth rates were 54 kilos of dry matter per hectare for the past 7 days, and demand is sitting around 50 kilos of dry matter per hectare. Pre-grazing yield is 1,490 kilos of dry matter per hectare, and the diet is between 14.5 and 15 kilos of grass and 4 kilos of meal. Dry matter percentages recorded: 15% in Athenry, County Galway, 14% in Moorpark, County Cork, and 17% in Grange, County Meath. The predicted grass growth, rainfall, and soil temperatures for the coming 7 days: predicted grass growth rates are expected to be in the region of between 65 and 70 kilos of dry matter per hectare for most parts of the country over the coming 7 days. Soil temperatures are expected to increase to between 14 and 15 degrees over the coming 7 days, and rainfall amounts are predicted to be low at under 10 millimetres of rain for large parts of the country. Your Grass10 tips for the week: there's an improvement in grass supply on Irish farms over the past 7 days, and silage has come out of the diet on most farms, and cover per livestock unit is over 200 on average. Growth rates remain moderate for this time of the year at 54 kilos of dry matter per hectare, and stocking rates at the minute are around 3.35 cows per hectare on Irish dairy farms. High pre-grazing yields of greater than 1,500 kilos of dry matter per hectare are starting to appear on some Irish farms. Where silage stock is tight, surplus grass should be converted into winter feed immediately. With recent rainfall and high pressure, the forecast towards the end of the week is good and growth rates should improve. Continue to walk your farm and reduce supplement when cover per livestock unit is greater than 200. And a reminder again on the mid-season targets: the targets are a farm cover of greater than 600 kilos of dry matter per hectare, or over 170 kilos of dry matter per livestock unit, and a rotation length of somewhere between 21 and 25 days. Grass quality remains a challenge on farms without a stem or seed head present in grazing swards. Paddocks will need corrective action this rotation in order to provide quality pasture for the remainder of the grazing season. If no surpluses are appearing on farm, this may need to be done with a mower post-grazing or removed as surplus bales if the farm has surplus grass. It's also important to complete a fodder budget on PastureBase to review your winter feed situation. The first half of 2024 will be remembered for both poor grass growth rates and poor grass quality. Projected quantity of silage made so far is below target. A fodder survey completed by Teagasc recently has revealed that fodder stocks after the first cut stand at 60% of requirements for dairy farms, against the target level of 70% for this time of the year. It's important to review where your winter feed situation is at by completing a fodder budget now, especially farms that have been feeding silage over the past 3 to 4 weeks. And there's a video with a link for tips to complete a fodder budget on PastureBase in this week's Grass10 newsletter. Our featured farmer for this week is Jack Spillane, farm manager at Ballyvadin Dairy Calf to Beef Research Farm in County Tipperary. Their farm walk took place on the new Dairy Calf to Beef farm yesterday, the 10th of July. The focus of this day was dairy beef integration, and there was live demos on the day, including grass clover and grazing demo by the Grass10 team, along with selecting animals for finishing, genetics, roadways, amongst many other topics. On the Ballyvadin farm, grass is tight at the minute, with an average farm cover of just under 500 kilos of dry matter per hectare and a days ahead figure of 13. Growth at the minute in around 40 kilos, roughly in line with demand. Groups of cattle are on 36-hour allowances at the minute. Grass is tight, but they will have some silage ground coming back in the next couple of weeks, which will help the situation. Clover paddocks are getting 8 units of nitrogen per acre every 3 weeks, and grass-only paddocks are getting 21 units of nitrogen per acre. There's a big focus of average daily gain on the farm. So heifers at the minute are 377 kilos, with average daily gain of 0.91 kilos since the last weighing. Steers are 394 kilos and have done 0.8 of a kilo since last weighing. Bull calves are 126 kilos at the minute at 108 days old, which is 0.71 of an average daily gain since arrival. And the key message here for all dairy farmers is to weigh all replacement heifers and beef calves on the farm throughout the summer and take action on any calves that are under target weight. If you'd like to hear more from the Grass10 team, subscribe to the weekly Grass10 newsletter, which is available on the Grass10 page on the Teagasc public website. And the link to the newsletter is also available in the description of this podcast. This has been your Grass10 update, and I'll talk to you all next week.